comfortably mentally and physically to be where he needs to be with that?
Yeah, I mean, like I've been saying all along, I delegate. So sometimes I stay away from that, like video and Dan is great, Ben is great, Craig is great. I believe that they can, you know, um, find flaws and make adjustments. So, I try to stay away from it because the more information for me, then it's it works the other way around. So I do feel that they found something and he's going to be fine. Obviously, we're going to have to wait till Friday to see if it work. But one thing for sure, and if there's velocity there, if he goes up to 99 or he's throwing 95 or he's throwing 91, he's still a great pitcher. And he showed it. He did it in Cleveland the other day against a great lineup. The other day was a grind. One pitch at the end kind of like changed the whole complexion of the game. It was a slider to Adam Jones. So as far as like him competing and his slider and his changeup, they're still good. It's just the separation, obviously, what makes hitters uncomfortable. But he's gonna compete, and we're gonna be fine with him. And I do feel he's gonna go deep into the game, regardless if he's throwing 90 or 99.
Alex, Barnes led you guys in strikeouts per 9 innings this year. Is there anything specific that you can point to for that strikeout total going way up?
His ability to pitch up in the zone and expand down, kind of like the vertical attack we've been talking about the whole season. His velocity, it was 97, 98 the whole season, and he was able to keep hitters honest. And one thing he has going too, and I noticed that in spring training, his breaking ball up in the zone is actually a strike. You see it way up there, and as a hitter, you give up on it. And he lands it, and he gets ahead of in the count, and then he can go up in the zone with the fastball, or he can expand with the breaking ball. He has a split now that he throws it to lefty. So his ability to live on top of the zone, especially nowadays, that's what makes him so tough.
How has your advance work with Oakland been kind of complicated by the state of their staff and the use of the openers and stuff like that?
It's been interesting. It's not that it's been tough, but honestly, if that's the case, probably fires will start Friday. I think I don't want to manage them, but I think that'll be the case. They got Cahill too, so for how much they're talking about openers and stuff like that, I feel they're gonna have starters. But not in the way that they plan on going 6 or 7 innings. They still got Edwin and Anderson, so we'll see. But as far as like watching and their stuff and what they do, the video is there, so it's not tough as far as that. But what's tough is kind of like to manage with them, and be interesting tonight. See how it goes. And if they beat the Yankees, then we got to be ready for them. At least we have the experience already against the Rays. So.
Yeah, Alex, with Benintendi, the power hasn't really been there in September. What have you seen from his swing, and does that concern you at all?
No, it doesn't concern me. I do feel that he got long a little bit sometimes, trying to generate. His best swings were against Houston in that series, just staying through the ball, using his legs and going the other way. Like early in the season, remember, he was 0 for whatever, and he was coming from spring training that he was hitting every ball out of the ballpark. Teams will make adjustments, and I think it's more about that than him actually not hitting for power. The last series was a good one. He hit a ball over the head of Hicks against Happ. That was a good sign, staying with lefties, and he's such a good hitter that sometimes he forgets that he can hit that wall if he wants to and stay going that way. I think they're living away the whole time, and then there were times that he was trying to create. He's still mad about the Baltimore game. That home run that he missed, so he was trying to make up for them at the end.
With the infield and Brock Holt and just even first base and third base, are you looking at platoons at 3 different positions? Like, how many platoons are you looking at, and how do you plan to use Brock?
I don't know if we're looking at platoons. We got to see how we're going to maximize them, with the way we're going to use pinch hitters throughout the game. And, we got Pierce, we got Brock. They've done an outstanding job throughout the season coming off the bench. At the same time, if it's New York, probably we're going to face 2 lefties. So most likely Steve will play first. But honestly, it's going to be probably on a daily basis how we feel it matches up. There's certain guys there that they struggle with changeups or sliders, or we hit fastballs. So we'll take a look, the night before, and we'll make a decision. But one thing for sure, that whole group is going to be very important, not only starting the game, but in the middle of the game, the way we're going to manage our offense.
Will you tend to pinch hit for your catches more than in the regular season?
I think we did in the last month. We did it against the Mets in the 5th inning. So, if we're gonna carry 3 catchers, we better be ready to do that. We will be ready to do that, I should say. Hopefully, Sandy and Christian and Blake, they swing the bat the way they're capable of. I'm not talking about carrying a team, but putting competitive bats. Man at second, get him over. Man at second and third, get him over, get him in. Man at third, hit the ball in the air, get an RBI. Hit and runs, put the one play. So, we expect them out of them. I know Sandy struggled towards the end. Christian put better at bats, and Blake has been, he struggled the last weekend. I think he didn't make too much contact. But as far as pinch hitting and all that, we'll see. But the way the roster is gonna be, we're gonna be aggressive.
I assume you watched the game last night?
Yeah, that was cool.
Can you watch the game and enjoy it, or do you have to take notes and text people?
No. There's no notes. That was just fun to watch. Obviously, there's certain situations that I kind of like realize, like, oh, you're gonna be in that spot on Friday, and people are gonna like dissect every move you make the way I did yesterday. But it was a good atmosphere. It was a great start for the playoffs. It was awesome. Those 2 teams, so see John pitching the way he did, and that kid was amazing for the Rockies, and see Javi get a hit, that was cool. And I actually fell asleep the last 3 outs. Yeah, that was awful. Yeah.
You've known this is coming up for a while now. I mean, did watching that game get you more, sort of jacked up for what's coming up?
I was yesterday here. When I got here, I'm really excited about Friday. We've been working for this since November 4th, or even before that, during the World Series. So to be there, almost there, is going to be fun. But yesterday, I was locked in. That was kind of like, oh, here we go.
You did next to no bunting during the regular season. In a short series, when things get magnified, can you see yourself, playing for a run here and there at times?
I don't know. We'll see who's at the plate and what we need to do. I'm not saying we won't do it, but there's going to be certain guys that actually they were bunting earlier today off the machine. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
So you don't know your opponent yet. I know you guys behind the scenes are scouting everybody. In terms of what information is going to the players at this point, like, are guys asking, or is that really a tomorrow process? Tomorrow process. We're going to meet around noon, and it's going to be probably a longer meeting than usual. But then after that is business as usual. Friday we'll meet for the starters and the running game, and be ready for 7:20.
¿Algún lanzador tú tienes en mente para la 8ª entrada? Y si puedes decir alguna predicción para el partido de esta noche.
No hay predicciones. En cuanto a los lanzadores en el bullpen, es cuestión de matchups. Tratar de maximizar lo que tenemos nosotros en cuanto a las habilidades y las facultades que ellos tienen en contra del oponente. So, no hay nadie en específico en el 8º inning. Nosotros creemos que el juego se divide en tercios. los primeros, o sea, el primer tercio, el segundo tercio, el tercer tercio y el tercero, yo creo que es cuestión de machear. Sabemos que quién es el cerrador de nosotros y cómo podemos utilizarlo, pero en cuestión de lo otro es cuestión de macheos y ver cómo podemos, como te digo, maximizar las habilidades de nuestros lanzadores.
¿Cómo lo mantiene enfocado en estos 5 días? Que realmente, oye, un descansito. Ayer llovió, hoy es que están practicando.
Sí,
y se juega el viernes.
La Serie Mundial. Yo creo que el anillo de Serie Mundial es lo que ellos quieren, así que no necesitan otra motivación más que eso.
Just to expand on Evan's first question with the platoons and whatnot, how do you see third base going specifically between Eduardo and Rafael, and whether
And
Brock
Brock?
might, yeah.
We're going to have a capable third baseman, and, it's going to go with matchups, and what we feel. On a daily basis, whoever is going to play there is because we feel it's a good matchup for us, and also, the guys that don't play, they're going to be, very important for us in the middle of the game. Have a good one.